All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another day of the session of Study Abroad, focused on design, fashion, and architecture. For those of you who are attending this live, you're watching it on YouTube, and this series is going to go on till the 15th of March. The topics we're covering in this series is USA, Canada, studying in, of course, USA, Canada, Germany, Italy, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong on these dates, the calendar shared here. We're also doing Australia, France, and Spain. In case there's any other country you're interested in, do let us know and we'll try and fit that in. The guest experts that we have are Ms. Avinder Kaur and Mr. Rupinder Singh. They both run Shiksha overseas, and they've been running this for over 20 years, and they are the experts in this area and are more than happy to guide us all on the visa processes, the living expenses, the admission processes, and everything that's required. So today's session is study design, fashion, and architecture in Germany. And after the session or during the session, I'm going to send this feedback form. So any of you have questions, want to reach out to us, or want to know how to do your portfolio, please reach out to us. And the link to this particular presentation, what I'm sharing right now, is also pasted in the description of this webinar. So please have a look at that and let us, and you'll get this form in that. All right. Now, over to Avinder. Avinder, thank you so much for joining in. I'm going to
Thank
stop
you.
sharing.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dion, and a very good evening to everybody who's here with us today. And I'm really excited to share the insights that you're all looking forward to, with regards to your design studies, design, fashion, and architecture studies in Germany today. Because we've already covered USA and Canada in the past two webinars. And we've also talked about what design entail, what design studies entail about. And so that here today, I'm not going to go delve too much into, what is design study, why do we study design or fashion or architecture and everything. Straight away, we're going to get into studying in Germany, basically. So when we talk of Germany as a destination, um, so when we talk about studying in Germany as a destination, it is a very upcoming destination which has really become popular with the students in the past about 8 to 10 years now. Earlier, a lot of students. One moment, guys. I think we have a technical glitch. Just one moment, please.
Yeah, there seems to be something wrong with the camera. Yeah, Avinder, I think there seems to be an issue, but I think just go ahead and we'll see how to make this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this technical glitch. But when we talk about coming back to Germany, so Germany has become a very favorite destination, for every student who wants to go and study abroad. One of the main reasons is first and foremost the quality of education that is available in these universities. German universities are very, very. I'm not saying the other destinations aren't really that good, but Germany in particular is. They are very particular about the kind of education that is imparted to their students. Secondly, it is also very pocket friendly. Some of the universities, which are public funded universities, are completely free of cost. So, I mean, basically, the tuition fee is from 0 to 1,000 euros, basically, which is just about 70,000 to 80,000 rupees per annum, is what we're talking about. Okay, and that also includes, when we come to the costs, I'll explain these demographics to you. First and foremost, I would like to start sharing via, my presentation here with you guys. Can you see my screen, please? Hello?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So now, today, again, we're talking about studying design, fashion, and architecture, but our destination is Germany. So, design as a study, studying in Germany. And I'm also going to discuss a bit about the German education system, because this system is a bit different than the usual K-12 system that is followed across the world. So then we talk about that and the visa process and some top schools that we're going to do it. So like I always like to start with, talking about how the countries are, with regards to imparting design, studies. So design colleges in Germany are amongst the most sought after courses. So with more than 40 colleges in the country offering these, design and art courses, a lot of design colleges in Germany offer practice oriented courses. They're very, very particular about the way they are imparting their education, and along with excellent theoretically rigorous courses. So there are two design colleges in Germany which are ranking amongst the top 100 global universities as per the QS rankings 2022. Okay, so when we talk about, just 1 minute. Yeah, thank you. So Germany, as we say, is a wonderful destination for you to pursue your artistic career and get high value qualification. So these universities are consistently ranked among the top worldwide universities due to the excellent teachings, And then 1 minute, guys. Yeah, okay. So coming now, as I said, I will discuss a bit about the German, education system here. The German education system versus the Indian education system. In India, we follow a K-12 education system. That means high school is still class 12. But the German education system is K13, where you do 1 year of extra, which is called the student college, which is also, we could also call it a pre-bachelor. So this is very important. Any students international students who want to go and study bachelor studies in Germany, they will have to do this 1 year of student college. This is student college or student college, that they have to do. So the bachelor studies are for 3 to 4 years, master studies are 1 to 2 years, and doctoral studies are 2 to 5 years. There are no as such diploma or short-term certifications available for international students. Yes, there are, but you don't get a student visa for them. You can always apply, but they are done on a very different kind of a visa, this thing. Okay, so now what is student college? Basically, what I wanted to discuss with you is the purpose of the student college is to prepare students like you to take a final exam, that is the FSP exam, which grants you permission to attend a degree program in the German university. This offers courses for international students in order to prepare you for studies. So they provide you with the opportunity to learn German basics, to improve your intermediate German skills, and they also prepare you for university life and study. They another thing is, in the student college you also do foundation studies related to the university study that you are going to do. So in Germany, the student courses are divided into many categories: M course, T course, G course, whatever. So the students who want to go for architecture or transportation design, product design, industrial design, those courses fall under the technical courses are called the T courses. And the students who want to go for the other art and design courses come under the D courses, G and D courses. So this is how they basically have fiber I will say, bifurcated the whole education, the courses under different names. All the courses related to biomedical studies, medical studies are coming under M courses. So similarly, for your tech, your architecture, your transportation design, your automotive design, design engineering, these are under T courses, and the rest of the design courses, whether they are fashion or any other design area, come under the G&D course. Okay, so now let's talk about becoming an architect in Germany. Why I have particularly actually, put this separately here is today is that becoming an architect in Germany is a little different than doing it in other countries. But yes, of course, like any other country, even in India, you have to become a registered architect with the Council of Architecture in India. So similarly, though they say there is no specific professional exam for you to enter, but you need to complete at least 3 years of undergraduate study, followed by a master's degree, and then undertake employment. Working alongside a certified employer, then you get your Chamber of Architects, I will say a compliance number there, which allows you to become a professional architect and practice as an architect in Germany. Unlike in India, only after a bachelor degree do you get to register with the Council of Architecture and you become a registered architect. But in Germany, it is not the case. So German architectural degrees are generally taught at universities of applied sciences, technical universities. That is either a TU or a Hochschule or Fachschule. Although some are also taught at art universities in case they don't fall under the T category. But one thing which is very important that you need to understand is that architecture studies are completely German taught. That means you will, as when you actually apply for architecture studies in Germany, you will have to learn the German language either beforehand or alongside your student colleague, because to get into a university for architecture studies you will have to have at least a B2 level of your German language skills. If C1, nothing like it. So whenever, one thing which is very important for studying in Germany is that you need to know the local language for local survival as well. But more than that, architecture studies are completely German taught in universities. Very few universities offer very few courses in English taught, but those are also only taught at the master's level. Bachelor studies, bachelor's in architecture all over is only German taught. Okay, so anybody who's looking at going for their bachelor studies should look at going, uh, so I'm sorry. So basically, anybody who's looking at going to Germany should think about learning the language. Without the language, it is very difficult for you to get an internship also. And then now next, we talk about some best German universities for architecture. Bauhaus Weimar is one of the most famous art and architecture institutions in Europe. This was founded in 1860s as it was called the Great Ducal Art School, and then the Bauhaus movement began, and the university in 1996 was renamed. And then the second best, I'm not saying second best, the next best is WTH Aachen. It is again a very famous university among students, and it is one of the largest technical universities in Germany, which houses are like about 47,000 students, 12,000 out of which are foreign nationals. So this was also founded in 1870. And those looking to study architecture at RWTH Aachen University will find all courses are taught in German. No English taught programs. Then the next we can talk about is Technical University Berlin, which is also called TU Berlin. So it was founded in 1879 and is again one of Germany's leading universities for engineering. It has the highest proportion of Indian students. It's very popular. The courses taught are fantastic over there. And So you can think, if you think about doing architecture, this is one of the universities to go to. Then the next one is Leibniz University, Hanover, which was founded in 1830. Again, it has, these universities have a lot of cultural heritage. They're very old. So it is one of the oldest and largest applied science universities in Germany. And then we talk about TU Dortmund. But that is Technical University Dortmund, is one of Germany's youngest institutions, but having been founded in 2014. But it has caught up a lot of popularity because of the way it teaches its students. The kind of course offerings are there. A lot of students have started going there, though it's not a very old institution, it's a new institution, but still it is amongst the it's considered amongst the best for architecture. Now when we talk about studying design in Germany, so there is a broad choice of master's programs and bachelor's programs available in Germany for students who are looking to study design in particular. So could be in English also. So now when we talk about design study, these are available both in German and English. So whether you're interested in the role of design in technology or automotive industry, in urban design of urban spaces or games or communication, creative industries such as interior design or fashion or jewelry, so you're certain to find an excellent choice for yourself in Germany. So many of the programs are interdisciplinary. By interdisciplinary, I will say that they combine the artistic elements with engineering, management training, or anthropology and cultural studies. So it is just not, the focus is not just on one thing, but it's a very holistic approach towards teaching you something, and making you better as a student, who's ready to face the outside world once you finish your studies there. So when we say studying design, some of the best design art and design schools in Germany are, the first one is Berlin University of Arts. So this university is one of the best art schools in Europe, not just Germany, but in Europe. So this university is recognized worldwide for being one of the biggest and most diverse universities in the field of art and design. Next is Bauhaus Weimar. Again, Bauhaus offers a variety of undergraduate, master's, and PhD programs in the field of art and design. So around, like, I will say 1,000 students are enrolled in its courses. The reason why you don't see 20,000, 30,000, 15,000, 10,000 number is because initially Germany wasn't open to international students. So this is the international student. Over the years, and as it is, the number has grown. They have opened doors and arms to Indian students, not just Indian students, but international students, I would say. And the reason being is that they need such people there, but at the same time, they're very particular. The application process is very stringent. They're very strict with regards to academic percentage and your portfolio, which also matters a lot in your application, other things in your application. So it's very strict. They don't want to give admission to anybody whom they think is not but the best. This is what is very particular. That is why they're very particular about allowing students to come in. Basically, why? Because they are giving you a lot of resources as well. So they're investing a lot of money in you. So they don't want any student, at their resources that they're investing on the students to go waste in any manner. So you're benefiting from the state of the art facilities that are offered to you. So as well as the academic support that is available to you, and provided to you by the university staff. Next is the University of the Arts Bremen. So this Hochschule Bremen, or Bremen University of the Arts, is also one of the best universities when it comes to art and design. So Faculty of Art and Design at this university offers degrees and programs in different fields of art, including fine art, integrated design, and digital media. Next is Braunschweig University of Art. So as one of the young art schools in Germany, this university is an internationally oriented artistic scientific university, and It offers courses in the field of fine art, teaching, design, art science, as well as, media studies. This university is one of the largest art schools in Germany, providing some of the best study conditions, I would say. And Alanus University of Arts and Sciences, Social Sciences. This is studying art and design at Alanus and social sciences means you will be exposed to a wonderful array, of artistic minds. At this university art college, you will find subjects like visual performing arts, artistic therapies, architecture, philosophy, pedagogy, and economics. Next is the University of Fine Arts Münster. So here you can find a variety of fine art courses teaching for all the categories. Then State Academy of Fine Arts Stuttgart, and then the Academy of Fine Arts Leipzig. So Leipzig is one of the oldest art schools in Europe again, standing for the highest level of artistic training for over 250 years, which is not a very small time. So it offers a lot of courses. So next we come on to how much does it cost to study and live in Germany. Basically, the living cost, when we say, in order to receive, basically for, in Germany, they're very particular, they don't want anybody to become, I will say, a liability on the German system. So when we are applying for visa, they want to see a particular amount of money in your account, which is also called a blocked account. We help you get that blocked account created once your application process is under flow with us. So here you require at least 934 euros per month or 11,208 euros per annum for your living cost, to cover your living cost, basically boarding and lodging. And when we talk about the tuition fee, the majority of higher education institutions in Germany are financed by the states. So practically the education is free, but it's not completely free. Somebody thinks that, oh, it was not going to cost me any money to study in Germany. No, it is going to cost you money because there is enrollment fee, books and supplies, and incidental fee or exam fee, so which ranges from 150 euros to about 1,000 euros per annum. So there are generally no fees for courses or most courses at state higher education institutions. So tuition fee may have to be paid for certain continuing education master's programs. Now some institutions of late have started charging a little bit of money, little bit of fee, just to cover their running expenses. Okay, but which is again very negligible. Again, it ranges, I will say, from 0 to 1,000 euros, which come on to be about 80,000 rupees in INR. So tuition fee may not have to be, when we say, but they're not particularly high. Any institution, even the paid institutions, when we talk of private higher education, institution, they demand more substantial fee for the degree programs, but that too, in comparison to other countries, is way more cheaper. It's more pocket friendly. The private institutions, when we talk about those universities, there the fee may range from only 8 to 10 lakhs per annum, not more than that. So which is, I think, at par to many institutions in India itself also. So you're getting the benefit of international education at Indian price, which is really good, And some extra insights that I would like to share with you is the average salary for a designer in Germany is about 50,000 euros, like about 44 lakhs INR. A designer professional with a master's degree can earn around 90,000 euros, that is 80 lakhs per annum. And more than 100 top recruiters in Germany seek design engineers. Design engineers are really, really in demand. One of the highest in demand. Basically, Germany is known for automotive design engineering, transportation design engineering, and there is that it has the best universities there for these courses, which are really world renowned. It is also home to biggest automotive manufacturers like the Mercedes, the Volkswagen. So these are all there. And in coming months, due to the increase in demand for jobs, salaries are expected to increase by 15% for the designers who are going to apply for jobs there. So if you want to start, I mean, if you think that you would like to make a design career in Germany, is really great. It's one of the best places to go to for design studies. So with that, I'm ready to take any questions that you have, because I've given you basic insights about the whole system, the design study, talking about architecture schools, other design and art schools. If you have any specific questions, please let me know.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Avinder. So good. So we're waiting for some questions to come in, but while questions are coming in,
Dion, we had one student who was asking, who had a particular query
right.
about the student collect that is required, whether it is important. Yes, it is important, it is required. Like, that is why I explained the German education system. So when we finish our class 12 studies, either we do 1 year of our bachelor's here, which is again, then we have a waiver for the student collect. If we don't do that, then we have to do student collect. 13th year is imperative and important for anybody who wants to go and study in Germany. It is required. Even the the German students, the German nationals from after class 12, they do the 13th year before they enter the bachelor studies in universities. When the courses range from 3 to 3.5 years to max 4 years.
All right. So that sounds good, and I hope, Mandar, I hope your question has been answered. There were a few questions which have come in before this webinar had started. So I hope you all have got your answers as well. Keshav Kumar has been asking, if I'm in class 12, my exam is going on, and I'm not having that much idea about portfolio, how should I prepare for my portfolio? Right. So Keshav, if you do need to prepare for your portfolio, ideally you need a good 5 to 6 months of time. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to share our number here so you can connect with me and with my team, and they will guide you on your portfolio depending on the timelines that you have. They will help you out. Okay. But
one more thing, can I add something,
yes,
Dion? Yeah,
please.
please. Yeah. So, sorry to interrupt you here. When he's saying that he's in his class 12, he's busy with his class 12, studies and everything. One best thing would be, okay, yes, take professional help with these people. They're really excellent at giving you all that help. They help you expedite also, and they have specialist classes, very specialist guidance, ways to how to build on your portfolio. Along with that, if you're really interested in going abroad, then you need to start both these processes simultaneously. So that is where consultants like us and DQ Labs come in. We basically cushion your way. We make it very smooth and easy, where you don't have to worry and whether am I going to miss something, some deadline or whatever. So we have make that happen for you in a very seamless manner.
Right. So that, I hope that answers your question. And Keshav, one more thing on that, the
percent your portfolio, 40% and 20% were there. Recommendations are just like basically they just it's like an affirmative from the person who's taught you. So if they give you good recommendations, it's just like an affirmative. Okay, yeah, this guy is good to go. So they do carry weightage, yes, but not so much, not as much as your SOP and your portfolio.
Right. I think there was a glitch in the video in the live stream. There's a request to repeat what you just said. So could you please repeat that, Avinder?
Sure. Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if it's a portfolio, it's an application process which requires a portfolio to be made. So portfolio plays a 40% role, and SOP plays a 40% role, and a 20% role is played by the other factors in your application with regards to your admission process in Germany or anywhere else also. When you were talking about the LORs, LORs are just like an affirmative from your professors that yes, this guy is good to go, or this girl or this student is good to go, is suitable, a suitable match for your university. So that's important, but not as much as a SOP, which shows your vision, and your portfolio, which talks about your capabilities. So when you are capable and you have a vision, you're sure to get into a university.
Sure. Um, which brings us to the next question. All right. And again, a question from Clay Potpourri was asking, when is the time to start applying? Isn't it too late already? So what are the timelines that students actually need to keep in mind?
See, when we if it comes to design courses where you have to require, you have to start with your portfolio process. So you have to start at least 8 to 10 months in advance. It does take time for you to, because either you have a lot of work that you've already done and you just need compilation, and few separate pieces which are, which we help you make or whatever, then it is faster. But still, the whole process from university shortlisting to application handling, your portfolio management, and then your visa process, everything to any university, it's like an 8 to 10 months process. It is always advisable, like if you're looking at going in fall 23, you should have already started, though it's not too late, because the main admission process, not process, but the admission letter that will come for you will be after your board exams results have come in. This is for your bachelor's. Even for your master's, even once the final letter will only come once you have finished. There is conditional admission available, given, but lesser. Okay, and if you're going for a German taught program, you have to have at least either A2 level or B1 level or B2 level in some universities of German proficiency to apply to some universities. But if you don't have, if you're going for English taught programs, then also you're required to show at least A1 or A2 level of German proficiency, along with an IELTS score of overall 6.5, minimum of 6 in each. If you're going for an English taught programs, then you require an IELTS score, and you also require a German basic score. But if you're going for a German taught program, you don't need to sit for an IELTS exam. Now, when we talk about other exams, GRE, SAT not required for design courses anywhere in the, these universities. So there are no other proficiency exams that you need to give.
All right. A couple of questions with regard to the programs. All right. So there's a question from Josephine Ann, who's asking, is there animation design available in Germany? Animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is available.
All right. So Josephine, that it is available. There should be a range of schools. In fact, Germany is very well known for their animation programs. So
yes, they're really top notch. They're really top notch. Very good programs. See, in Germany, when we come to specialist studies, you will not find thousands of universities, but few universities which are specialist, and they are really good in terms of those courses that they are teaching. Okay.
Right. Which brings us to the next question from Pranav Manoj again, who's saying, why don't we have any German colleges for product design being ranked in the QS World Rankings?
See, okay, now let me tell you what are these world rankings based on. Basically, these rankings are based on the research that a university is doing, the grants that they get for conducting research. Mainly, this is where your rankings go up and down. But one thing that you need to keep in mind about German universities is they don't follow a ranking system as such. Even though there is a CHE ranking system which is relevant to German universities, yet the German universities do not follow a ranking system. The reason being that these German universities, because all these German universities are giving you free education. They are being funded by the government. So where, government is funding, they're very particular about the education that is being imparted. So the question about ranking them as such doesn't arise. It is just there are two types of universities. One is the TU and the technical universities, and the other is the the universities of applied sciences. Now, another reason that product design course is an industry oriented course. So it will be available in a University of Applied Sciences where you get more, it is more about getting a good job, which is well paying, becoming job ready, not about research, not getting into too much of research. Okay, I'm not saying product design people don't do research, they do, but the courses in Germany, the product design courses in Germany are more industry oriented. They are mapped in accordance with the industry needs in Germany. So that's why there is, it is not too much of a problem if it's not ranked in a QS World Ranking university. If it's good, it is really good. Germany, the Germans are really particular about the way they impart their education. So you don't need to worry about that.
Okay. Right. So I hope your questions have been answered. And a final question we'll take from Keshav Kumar, which is asking, what are the entrance exams required? If you could just go by that again.
Okay. No SATs required, no GRE required. SATs are for usually undergraduate courses, and GRE is for your master's courses, not required for any design courses at all. The only course, the proficiency tests that are required are either the German language or the IELTS exam. If you're going for an English taught program, if you're going for an English taught program, you need to appear for the IELTS exam and an A2 level of your German proficiency exam. But in case you're going for a German taught degree and your German language is going to start in Germany, then only an A2 this thing, or you could do up to B1 or B2. Also, even the application criteria for applying to a German taught course in Germany is a minimum of B2 language of proficiency, which is further enhanced to C1 level in Germany itself.
All right. Couple last two questions have come in. We've gone way beyond time, but we'll take these last two questions. One from Pranav and the other one from Josephine. So Pranav's asking: once you have a German visa, is it easy to move around in Europe regions to find other opportunities?
What are the other kind? What you have a German visa, you can move around anywhere in Europe. Yes, you as a visitor, yes, you can visit any other this thing. But when you here, we're just focusing on study visa, your studies. So what your question is not very clear as to what is the kind of visa that you're talking about, and other opportunities. What are the other opportunities that you're talking about?
So typically, I think if I can extrapolate what Pranav is asking is if he has a German visa, and can he work in other countries once he's done with the studies in the
Yes,
European
he can.
Union? Yeah,
He can, but advisable is when you have once you finish your German, your bachelor studies, you'll get 1.5 years. That is 18 months of job search visa. That is post-study work visa. And even after you finish your master's, you again get you get 18 months of job search visa. So that during that time, you can roam around, stay in any other European country. The Schengen zone, basically, the Schengen zone is what we talk about, not just the EU, not EU, but the Schengen zone. EU zone and Schengen zone is a bit different in the sense EU has more countries than the Schengen countries. Okay, so you can live anywhere and work and apply for jobs. But if you are looking at German citizenship, particularly, then it is advisable that you don't go outside Germany in those 18 months. Then you stick in Germany, look for a job there, find a job and file for PR. Okay. Then once you are a resident there, you got a blue card and everything, then you can move to any other European nation as well.
All right. All right. So I hope that's answered your question, Pranav. Now, Josephine Ann, the last question I'm going to take, okay, maybe second last question. What's the minimum percentage that we have to score in high school to apply for German universities?
Which courses are we talking about? Yeah, so see, minimum, though they say minimum is 65% that they allow you to apply for, but the higher the better, because it's very competitive. So you should target about 85 to 90% marks, 80, 85%, 90% marks, not less, please.
All right. When is the time to expect registrations to be open before applying? So Shalini Mishra. So if she wants to apply next year, when does she start the application process?
You can start the application process now also. Because the sooner you start, the earlier the better. It gives you more time to streamline your when we're talking about design courses, there's a lot to do. Your portfolio can take up a lot of time. So just to streamline everything, it is always better to start early. So the earlier you start, the better it is for you. So at least 1 year in advance, please.
All right. And finally, the last question from Keshav Kumar is the German degree. Can the German degree be used for a job in India?
Yes, certainly, 200%.
Okay.
No issues.
And with that, I think we'll end this webinar. The feedback form has been shared in this form link has been shared here in the chat box, and it's also available in the description of this email of this webinar. Please click on that. If you want to reach out, the best way to reach out to us is to click on that, and our teams will get back with you. All right. Thank you so much, Avinder.
Thank you, Leon. Thanks.
Looking forward to the next session tomorrow.
Yes, sure.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yes. Yeah. Right. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Have a good day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.